Hello everyone and welcome to the course of Mechanical System Design, in which we were learning about design of IC engine components. In the last lecture we started with design of piston, and in that we learned the design of piston head and the piston barrel. In this lecture we will learn about design of piston rings. There are two types of piston rings. One is called as compression rings and the other is oil control rings. The function of a compression ring is to seal the space between piston and cylinder so that high pressure combustion gases should not pass the piston. Another function of a piston ring is it should act as a bridge for heat transfer between piston and the cylinder. The third function of a compression ring is it should help piston to take some amount of thrust load. As far as functions of oil control rings is concerned, the first function is it should be able to spread the lubricant on the surface of the cylinder during its upward stroke. The second function is it should scrap the lubricant from the cylinder walls during its downward strokes so that this lubricating oil should not participate in the combustion reaction, giving rise to unwanted emissions. By looking at these functions, the desirable material properties are listed here. The most important being the material of the piston ring should be elastic in nature so that it should facilitate the assembly of a piston ring into the grooves which are provided for fitting it onto the piston. Moreover, it should be elastic enough so that sufficient radial pressure can be imparted by the piston ring on the cylinder wall so that sealing can be achieved. Rest all other desirable properties are quite similar to the desirable material properties of a piston, since it is exposed to the high pressure gases which are at very high temperatures. A typical material used for making piston rings is alloy steel. Construction of a typical piston ring is shown in the diagram. It's as the name suggests, it is a ring, but it should be noted that it's not an endless ring. There is a gap provided so that it is easy to assemble this ring onto the piston groove. It can be seen that TR is the radial thickness of the piston ring, whereas BR is the axial width of a piston ring. B1 is the land on the piston between two piston rings, whereas B0 is the top land present onto the piston starting from top of the piston head to the first groove of the piston. D is the diameter of the piston. In this diagram we can see three piston rings are there, out of which first two are the compression rings and the last one is the oil control ring. Let us see various formulae used for the design of piston rings. Apart from the first formula, most of the formulae for design of piston ring are empirical in nature. They are derived based on experiences of various researchers, and these formulae are validated in practical situations as well. First is radial thickness of a piston ring, Tr, given by d under root 3 Pw upon sigma Br, where Pw stands for radial wall pressure between the piston ring and cylinder wall. Typically it is taken as 0.03 to 0.06 Newton per mm square. Sigma Br is the allowable bending stress for the piston ring. Its value is taken between 90 to 120 Newton per mm square for the materials such as cast iron and steel, which are typically used for piston rings. Axial width of the piston ring Br is given by two formulae, and the value is considered as a higher value achieved from both these formulae. It is 0.75 to 1 times Tr, that is radial thickness of the piston ring, or d by 10z. Higher value achieved out of these two formulae is used for BR. In this formula, Z represents the number of piston rings. Next formula is for the width of top land, that is B0. It is 1 to 1.25 times thickness of the piston head. Width of lands on the piston between the rings groove, that is B1, is given by 0.75 to 1 times BR, which is axial width of the piston ring. The gap between piston ring ends before assembly is denoted by capital GR, and it is taken as 3 to 4 times TR, that is radial thickness of the piston ring. The gap between piston ring ends after assembly is denoted by capital GF, and it is taken as 0.2% to 0.4% of the bore diameter. Let us apply this formula by solving the same numerical example which we were solving in the last lecture. You may pause the video to go through this problem statement. There are 6 designing components, out of which 2 we have already designed. Let us go to the third component, that is piston rings. First, we have to design radial thickness of the piston ring TR. The formula is known to us, but given data is not sufficient to calculate the value of TR. So PW is assumed as 0.04 Newton per mm square and sigma BR is assumed to be 100 Newton per mm square. The value of TR is achieved as 3.464, which is rounded off to 3.5 mm. Axial width of the piston ring BR is calculated by using the first formula, that is 0.75 to 1 times TR, since in this formula Z is not known to us. By using the first formula, BR can have any value between 2.625 to 3.5. So we decide to choose 3 mm as the value of BR, that is axial width of the piston ring. We will make use of the second formula to calculate the number of piston rings to be used. By putting the value of BR and capital D, Z can be calculated as 3.33. Number of piston rings cannot be fraction, so we rounded off it to 4. We can round it off it to 3 as well, but higher number of piston rings result in better heat transfer, so we have taken that benefit by rounding it off to a higher value. Since there are 4 piston rings, we will take 3 compression rings and 1 oil control ring in the design. Width of the top land B0 is calculated by this formula. By applying this formula, B0 can have any value between 16 to 20 mm. So we choose 18 mm as B0. Width of lands on piston between the rings grooves, that is B1, is given by the formula. Again, we can have B1 ranging between 2.25 to 3 mm, and we choose the value of B1 as 2.5 mm. The gap between piston ring ends before assembly, denoted by GR, is given by the following formula. GR can have any value between 10.5 to 14, and we choose the value of GR to be 12 mm. In this way, various parameters of the piston rings can be calculated and designed. All these parameters will be required for designing the other components which are associated with the piston. That we will see in the next lecture. In the next lecture, we will see the design of piston skirt and piston pin. Thank you.